Hey everybody, welcome to this lesson called The Nuts and Bolts of Guitar Playing. If you're just getting started, this might be the only lesson you need for a little while. I'm going to show you so much information in this video, it's going to really get you going, okay? You're definitely going to need to work on these chords, and if you already know how to play some of these, I'm going to give you a couple of different ways. Maybe you should start working on some alternate methods. So for example, if you play your G like this right now, maybe you want to start trying to work on playing it like this just to get some more finger mobility. So we want to have all these different G shapes under our fingers. So we're going to need a G chord. We're also going to play a C chord. Try to make sure all your strings ring clearly when you play your C chord, and don't play the big string. I'll show you a tip about that later. So we just strum 5 strings when we play our C chord. Now I'm going to show you a D chord, okay? It's like this. Just play 4 strings. Stay off of these 2 bigger strings, your 5th and 6th. You don't want to play those, you just play 4 strings. Make sure they all ring clearly. Let's learn an E minor chord. When you learn these chords, make sure you use the fingers that are recommended when you learn these chords. Make sure you use the right fingers. So that's E minor. Learn the names of them. Learn the sound that it makes, and learn the root note, where the root note is in that shape for starters. You can play all 6 strings with your E minor chord. Let's do one more. A minor. This is called A minor. It's a 5-string chord. Stay off that big string. That way A, the open A string, is your lowest root note in that chord. Now I'm going to show you how to practice these chords, and I'm just going to show you with one chord change. We'll look at G to C, okay? Turn on your metronome. Your metronome's clicking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play G on beat 1. Then when you get to 1 again, you need to be on the C chord playing it. So as you're counting with your metronome, be searching for your C chord like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then back to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're counting 3, 4, 1. Use your metronome to keep you steady. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you can do that with ease, then try doing it in 3 beats. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you count out loud. It's so important. That way we're working on timing as we're practicing and learning these chords. Do that with each combination of chords that you can come up with. All the chords that I just showed you. G, C, D, E minor, A minor. Make different little combinations. Start practicing with your metronome until you can make these chord changes in 1 beat. When you can do it in 1 beat, then you're ready to tackle most any song that contains these chords. That would sound like this. Click, 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 click. Alright, now I told you I was going to give you everything you need to jam, so here's the scale you want to learn to play along with songs that are in this key of G. Alright? We're going to play G on the big string. 1 single note, not a chord, just 1 single note. Okay, G. It's on the 3rd fret of your 6th string. Then we're moving to the next string. We're going to play this open A. And then on the 2nd fret of that same string, we're going to play B. Then on the next string, we're going to play open D. On that same string, the 2nd fret, E. Then we're moving to the next string, open G. And on that same string, this A on the 2nd fret. On the next string, B, open. And on that same string, this D note, it's on the 3rd fret, everybody. And then the next string, open, it's E. and then on the 3rd fret G. So descending it sounds like this. Ascending it sounds like this. If you get that scale, it's called the G major pentatonic scale. If you get that under your fingers, you're going to be able to play some melodies over these chords. So you could grab your cell phone and you could record yourself playing a little jam like G to C. And then you could play your scale and experiment with what kind of melodies can be made with those 5 tones from the major pentatonic scale. Now, earlier in this lesson, I told you I was going to give you a tip about playing C and not striking the big string. So you can do this when you're playing C, and you can do this at other times too, like other 5-string chords like A minor. What I'm going to do is play C, and I'm going to learn to mute the big string, okay? And here's how I'm going to do it. I let my thumb touch it a little bit, and I also let this 3rd finger touch it just a little bit. So right here, you can see my fingers touching that string. My thumb's touching it too. I'm not pressing down. I'm just touching it. And that way, I can strum all of my strings. If I accidentally strum all of my strings, this big string is not really ringing out and you don't hear it. So that's a little tip about when you're playing C and your strum is getting you really into it and you're strumming hard. You may want to find a way to mute that string. Another shortcut that I'd like to show you just real quick about the G chord. This is going to blow your mind. You know, everybody shows you G like this and G like this and all kinds of G's. But look, if you just put your finger right here on the 3rd fret, and you don't even have to use your fingertip, if you could lay it down flat a little bit and let it touch this 5th string so that it deadens it. Now my pick is just going to come down across 5 strings like this. I'm not playing my 1st string. If I did, you'd hear it, you know. So I'm just going to play 5 strings. The notes are exactly the notes we need. I've got G, I've got this muted string, I've got a D, and another G, and another B. So I got all the notes that I need to play G major right there. Some of us even find a way to mute that 1st string. If I let my hand touch that 1st string up underneath there a little bit, then I can even strum all 6 strings. And you don't hear that 1st string ringing because I'm muting that. So hey, if I've been playing for 3 or 4 hours and my hand is tired, or if I'm in a hurry, I might do this G, which is just a 1-finger thing. You know, we love 1-finger chords. You can play E minor with 1 finger. You put 1 finger right here on the 2nd fret, and you got E minor 7. It's a 1-finger chord, you know. So you could try that anytime you see E minor and you just want to do it with 1 finger. I'm rolling around in my rolly chair here so I can see you. If you have a capo, and if you don't have a capo, you want to get a capo. With what you've learned in this lesson and a capo, you can play literally thousands and thousands and thousands of songs in the key that they were originally recorded in. Because when you put your capo, for example, on the 2nd fret, and you do the same thing that we just did, now you're playing in the key of A. So you can move your capo around, and knowing the root notes of those chord shapes will help you transpose and know what key you're playing in. So know your fretboard, know your roots and your shapes, and study hard. Watch this video a lot, because really this may be the only video you need for a little while if you're just getting started on guitar. There's a lot of information that I just went over. Hey, it's so important that you're getting some help from my videos, so let us know in the comments if this helps you, and be sure you subscribe to our channel and be a practice partner. We want to practice with you. We practice with you every day. We just do scales and things with you, chord changes. So let us know if you're practicing with us and you're a practice partner. We want to hear from you. I love you. My name's Matt. I'll see you in the next lesson.